I want you to know that you are in good hands. I am qualified, and I brought my credentials. I have an orchid and a candle. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Jill Maurer. If this is your first time, welcome, and if not, welcome back. Today I am going to be talking about a Chanel handbag, the reissue, and I also want to let you know that at the end of the video I am going to be announcing the winner of my giveaway for the Tusk necklace, so stay tuned for that. We're in a different spot today. This is my closet and we're going to be talking about some of my personal items, and today in particular the Chanel reissue. And I was encouraged to do this by a few people because I do design accessories and I've always collected accessories. I have a love for accessories, and there were people who wanted to see my personal collection. And I want to give a special thank you to Have Louis Will Travel. Thank you, Laura, who really encouraged me to do this type of video. And in truth, the whole reason I started a YouTube channel was to give back to the YouTube community. So there were two main areas of YouTube videos that I watched. One is cooking. I'm an avid cook. I have cooked for years, and I'm sort of a creative cook where I like to play in the kitchen and try new things. And I really enjoy watching videos of people doing the same thing. Not necessarily following a recipe, but creating their own and looking at food in different ways. The other area was handbag videos, handbag and accessories videos, not only to help me to determine what I wanted to purchase, what kind of handbags I wanted to buy, but it also really helped me as an accessories designer to hear people talking about what they look for in accessories, what they like and what they don't like, how they use their things, how they wear, what they can hold into them. It was just really very educational for me because normally I only had my own perspective, and it was wonderful to glimpse into the lives of other people and get to see what they thought about handbags. Today we're talking about one of my favorite handbags by one of my favorite designers, Gabrielle Chanel, and she's more commonly known as Coco Chanel. I own several of her handbags, but this one is one of my favorites. So this is the bag in question. This is my Chanel reissue. And it's called the reissue bag because this bag is based on an older design. Coco Chanel first designed a bag in 1929, and it did have the diamond kind of pattern, and it had a shoulder strap. And it was, people didn't love it. Some people did, but in that time, most bags were held by ladies, and they had little straps, and you carried them around with one hand. And Coco Chanel wanted to design a bag that was more practical, and she put a shoulder strap on it. And people saw that as two things. One, masculine, very masculine, because mostly it was men's bags that had a shoulder strap. And also they saw it as kind of lowbrow, or as we'd say in the South, it's very common. But to her, that was luxury, being able to use both of her hands. It wasn't until after World War II that she could really start designing bags in earnest and selling bags. And this is close to what she originally designed. I'll insert a photo here of Coco Chanel with one of her original bags. So as you can see, the bag is very similar. It's a little bit different. And the original bag was called the 255. The reason it was called the 255 is that she introduced it in February of 1955, so 255. And in 2005, the reissue came out. And the reason it did was Karl Lagerfeld, who was the head designer at Chanel at the time, wanted to celebrate the bag with the reissue on its 50th anniversary. So 2005 was 50 years after 1955, and that's how we came up with the reissue. The reissue is very similar to the original bag in that it does have generally the same shape. This bag has the original quilted design that she created, and she created this design because of her love for equestrian sports. She loves riding and she loved jockeys, as we know. Later bags have been issued with all kinds of different patterns, but the original was this quilted design. She also originally designed the bag with with a metal handle. This is not exactly the same as the metal handle that she designed. I'll show you that one. Well, you can see it in that photo. It's a little different. I love this kind of strap. It's actually very, very comfortable. It feels fluid on the body. This is I almost said reissue, but it is the redesign that Karl Lagerfeld did of the original 255. And this is where you get the metal chain with the leather running through it. So it's a little different from this bag. We think now in terms of this bag being more of a classic bag, Chanel bag. We even call it the classic flat. But do understand that this was designed by Karl Lagerfeld. It's a redesign of the Coco Chanel bag. And he's the one who added the CCs. He also added this strap, which is a metal chain that has the leather running through it. And while this is now, we consider this to be very classic, it wasn't the original, and it is not anything that Coco Chanel herself would necessarily identify as being something that she created. It is truly a collaboration between her and Lagerfeld. This first appeared in the 1980s. Karl Lagerfeld joined Chanel in 1983. His first show was the fall 1983 show. This one, instead of having the double C's, is much more similar to the original clasp that Chanel designed, and we refer to it as the Mademoiselle clasp. And it's a twist lock, an old-fashioned twist lock. There's no magnet or anything, and it opens just like that. On the inside, you'll see a zipper, and this is a little pocket, and I have something there that I will figure out what that is later. It's not a very big pocket, and some people say that this is where Chanel kept her love letters. And then there's another sort of hidden pocket in here, and you can keep lots of things in here. This is where I generally keep my mobile phone. Sometimes there are a couple places I keep it, but it's an easy way I can keep this closed and just open this and slip in and get my phone if I want to do that. Then you have the second flap, and there is a snap here. It's again not magnetized. It's the old-fashioned snap, and it opens, and this is where you'll see the CCs. Now, a lot of times people think that this area should always be red. It's only red on a black bag, and it's not red on all black bags. Some black bags, you open this and it's also black. But normally, if it's another color bag, the inside is the same color as the outside. And then inside, this is very roomy to me. I usually carry relatively small bags, although I have a variety of bags. And you have one pocket here. This is another good place to keep your mobile. And then you have two pockets here, and this is a lipstick pocket. This is what she had created to keep a lipstick in. This bag turns out to be very versatile. It holds a lot, and even though it was designed quite a while ago, it works today with your cell phone, your iPad, all of the stuff that you carry today. One thing that differentiates this bag from this bag, they don't have feet, but this has a hard bottom. There's something in there making this hard, and it just sits flat. The reissue is different. The bottom of it is more flexible, and some people actually kind of wear it like this because they want it to be closer to their body. I usually just sort of keep it more like that. But when you put things in it, it can bend that way. This one also folds in a little more easily on the sides. There's also a back pocket on here. Some people call this the Mona Lisa pocket. I don't think Chanel ever would have called it that, but it does sort of look like a little smile. And it is a pocket. I don't put a lot in here. I would maybe put theater tickets in there, just something small that I wanted to access. I would never put a mobile phone or anything there because I just wouldn't want to stretch this out. Some people do it, and that's fine. It's their bag. They get to do what they want to with their bag, but I don't do that. One of the reasons that I carry this Chanel bag more frequently than most of my other Chanel bags is its versatility. Because of its sort of medium kind of size, I can really carry this bag to work and then later to dinner. It is both a day bag, a casual bag that I can wear with jeans and, even on a weekend day, or I can wear it more dressed up going to work and then even take it into the evening. For me, what they call the medium large size now, which was always the 10-inch bag, I think. For me, this is more of a dinner bag. It just doesn't hold enough for me to take it to work. I've taken it to work on occasion, but for me, this is more of a dinner bag or an evening bag. I can carry it during the day, but I have to know that I'm not carrying as much. It's not really a work bag for me. This particular bag, the Reissue, and I'm not sure if all reissues are this way, maybe not. Chanel usually creates a lot of different style of bags, but this particular bag is calfskin. And what some people call it aged calfskin or distressed calfskin, but it comes new with these sort of little ridges in the leather. And for me, I actually like that because it makes it even more casual to carry. It already looks a little bit distressed, and you just right out of the box feel like, oh yeah, I can start carrying this bag and I don't have to baby it or be pristine with it. Now, in truth, I care for all of my things. It's not like I would throw it around, but there's something about it having that natural distressed feel that makes you just feel like, okay, it's already worn in a little bit, which I actually kind of like. Another reason that I carry this bag more often than my other Chanel bags is that it does not have the CCs. And I like that in an everyday bag. I like to carry high quality items. I like to carry well-designed items that I love. And I actually like it when people don't necessarily know what the bag is. It's not that I am trying to be a walking advertisement for somebody. What I'm trying to do is carry things that I love and dress well. And whether it has a name on it or not, it should be a quality item, and you should be able to tell that just from the item. And I think that this bag is a perfect example of that. So let me know what you think about the Chanel Reissue. Do you have one? Is it one of your favorites? Are you thinking about getting one? Or what is your favorite Chanel bag? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Now, as promised, we are going to do the Tusk giveaway. So I want to thank everybody for entering to win the Tusk necklace. If you entered and didn't win, you can always go to maurerlimited.com. There's a link below. The cost of this necklace is $70, but I'm going to give you a code now, which is Jill15. So JILL15. That'll get you 15% off, not only that necklace, but anything on my site. So if you are one of my YouTube watchers, you get 15% off. There's also another giveaway on Instagram, and it is a separate giveaway, so you can win there, that'll be a separate winner and a separate necklace. And the Instagram is at Maurer Limited, and I will put a link below to that as well if you want to see who won there. Okay, here it is. Drum roll, please. The winner of the Tusk necklace is Sissy Ribbons. Congratulations, Sissy, you are the winner. I will be contacting you to get your address, and I will send the Tusk necklace to you, and I hope that you love it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the new space, the new look, and I hope you will join me again because I would love to see you again. Please subscribe so that we can see each other again. Bye for now.